Hello, managers and new managers and old managers alike. It is me, your silly guide, Abyssal Zoinks. I really need to decide a better name, or we might be using my real name soon. But enough of that. Welcome to another Limbus Company video. If you've read the title of the video, you know this is going to be a guide about 9-30, the will of the Prescript. I would say I have a few cautionaries, knowing me. You know, yada yada yada. You got a feeling. If you have a feeling you know what I'm going to say, go ahead and just like skim past this part. But here we go. If you haven't done the level yourself, or are not in this content yet, I personally implore you to come back to this video at another time after you've at least given this level an attempt, or have done the level already, you know. Pretty cool. Then, a second personal precautionary is that the boss in this fight is accordingly level 67. They also have an additional effect that buff their clashes and also can innately increase their offense level, as of which I implore that, you know, you should have your identities leveled to 60 by now, and your egos of choice also up to 60. Alright, and with that, let us get to the actual fight. Alright, entering the fight. On turn 1, you'll notice that there's a big shield. About 750 HP worth of shield we have to get through. And then you'll also notice that there's a prescript effect that will be placed upon one of your sinners chosen at random. Kind of works similar to the lay hangs or lay hungs prey mark. Makes that guy clash weaker, harder, but is still doable. That's why it actually encourages that you actually do clash it. Following most of this console is an endurance fight. If you couldn't tell from your first time playing, your goal is to get through all of that shield. Doesn't matter how many turns it takes, you just gotta get through all that shield. Prevent the prescript from getting more unlocks, and just dig through it.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Just like that, it's just a rinse and repeat of the same tactics of clashing the prescriptor, Sora, and make sure that they do not get enough for their unlock. Of course, there's a couple of other things I'm not purposely revealing yet, because when you do this fight, you will see. As you see, just using like a basic bleed setup, I am whittling down. Now, the reason I'm using the C branch Gregor is because he helps fuel for one of my egos I have with Ryoshu, and that being, I believe it's Red Eyes, or it's Red Eyes Open, but it's the one that if the opponent has bind, you can get a plus coin down on them, which I think is a really useful ego to have my hands on, of course. Another reason is it also helps fuel Mersault. As you see, it's okay to lose sometimes against the Prescript's main blue clash. Just try and not lose all of your clashes. Don't be like me. And then, there. You get to the second phase of the fight. And then from Onwards Manager, happy clearing, because I'm not going to tell you the rest of the fight, obviously, but stick around and you'll see. And you should be able to easily clear the rest of this fight. That is it. Now, have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, good afternoon, get some good food, get some rest. See you in the next video. Bye.